And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God in the order of his course, according to the custom of the priest's office, his lot was to burn incense when he went into the temple of the Lord. And the whole multitude of the people were praying without at the time of incense. And there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord, standing on the right side of the altar of incense. When Zacharias saw him, he was troubled and feared.
There's a lot of incense going on here. And I'm not talking about,
Zacharias, for thy prayers
cousin on cousin action. I'm talking about
Elizabeth shall bear thee a son. And thou shalt call his name John. And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice.
Is incense bad for
he shall be great in the sight of the Lord.
Your lungs? Is it bad for the air quality?
He shall be filled with the Holy Ghost, even from his mother's womb. And many
of the children of Israel what are they talking about?
To the Lord their God. And he shall go before him in the spirit and power of Elias, to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the disobedient to the wisdom of the just, to make ready a people prepared for the Lord. And
there's this motorcycler who is on my ass.
For I am old. I am an old man, and my wife.
I am an old man. Yesterday I was talking about how I feel like I'm an old spirit. I feel like an old spirit, but I don't know how to clearly define what an old spirit is. You know what I mean? I just feel like what is an old spirit? Not like I've lived many lives before or anything, but more like, and I somewhat think I'm wise. I know I joke around a lot and stuff like that, but, I don't know who's listening here, but I've had quite a few guests on and stuff, and I feel like within, an hour's conversation with me or something like that, a big majority of people that I have at least encountered, and not just on this podcast, I'm just trying to use this podcast as like a sampler, but even in my real life, I feel like after about an hour of conversating with somebody, I will say something that will be like, I never thought of it that way, or I never knew that. I think I got a lot of information in this brain. I don't know how useful it is, and maybe there's other people that can spread this information, but with everything that I do, it's kind of like a signature. It's kind of like your fingerprint. There's a little, after I die, there's no way you're going to replicate this, baby. Just like how Roman Reigns will never be The Rock. Because, and take that how you want it. Take it as like a negative thing or a positive thing, but there's only one Rock, there's only one Roman Reigns. You can't be what you want to be. This Prius sounds like a V8. That's crazy. Them catalytic converters, boy. That's a joke, actually, that I wanted to do. I think I only did it once. And when I did it, it was the World of Beers, the infamous World of Beers, where I shut shit down, bro. I shut shit down at this open mic, and yeah, I just yelled out Corinthians. But one of the jokes was my freaking check engine light was on. Apparently my catalytic converter was stolen. Joke's on them. I don't even know what that is. And that's I was kind of hoping I'd get a laugh there or nothing, but nobody was listening. I don't know if this was before or after Corinthians. I'm sorry I've been absent from the podcast. I've just been trying to clear my mind. Just been trying to clear my mind and be me. And I have been enjoying You're lucky you're getting this podcast from me today. You truly are lucky. Please be turning. Yes, they're turning. What was I gonna say? You know, this was the first moment in my head where I was like, oh, if this person hits me, I'm suing. I'm so in the right. I'm suing my neck, my back. I'm getting help. Let Logan Paul assault me in public, bro, and not, kill me. Let Logan Paul fucking assault me, bro. Oh, I'm set for life. I am set for life. Unless they use this, they get a really good lawyer or something and they use this podcast against me. Your Honor, the defendant is a liar. He is a comedian. He's IMDb famous. So clearly he what's the word I'm looking for? Is a liar. He can lie really well because he's a good actor. Not doing a good job at acting as a lawyer that is going against me, I'll say that. So yeah, I'm driving to the skate park, and I just don't know. I'm hella sore from skating like possibly 2 days ago, so I'm just here to fucking ride some ramps. Maybe the craziest thing that I'll try today is a 50-50 or a rock to fakie, or some vert shit. But I'm just here to stretch out, really. That's all I'm trying to do is just stretch out a little bit and treat it like a workout, man. Treating it like I'm going to the gym or something. Got my nunchucks in the mail. That's what I'm talking about. Clearing my mind and being me. I haven't, I've given you guys about 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. And then with, the intro of this.
Of his holy prophets, which have
just been listening to a lot of church shit lately. And not like I'm trying to get spiritually. It's just, it gives me the old spirit vibes that I'm looking for, It's just something... Even though I don't necessarily believe in what they're saying or anything, or it's like something about the voice and just something about the cadence. It's a vibe. It really religion's a vibe. Or at least this, I don't even know if this is Christian Catholic radio. That's how much I'm not caring. It's just background noise. And it lets me not get too focused in other people's art, no offense, or music or anything, or podcasts. And it just, he just said something about, I don't know what the fuck he just said, bro, but it gives me time to clear my mind, and this is just me physically clearing my mind out loud. Yeah, I got some nunchucks, bro. Been fucking around with the nunchucks. I'm as good as, after one day of using nunchucks, dude, I'm way better than I ever was 10 years ago. It's like riding a bike, dude. It's like riding a bike, and even when I was doing nunchucks, I wasn't necessarily interested in nunchucks. Was not necessarily interested in nunchucks. But out of nowhere, I fucking, I got into them. And I'm an adult, and I could buy some nunchucks if I want to, and I could learn, because I don't have kids. And oh my God, yesterday, we were out in San Jose, and we went to go see a Enchant. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Enchant. So many strollers, bruh. So many strollers. So many. Just so many. just so much anxiety, dude. I would never want to bring my kid to one of those things, but I guess you're doing it for the kids, you know what I mean? Because we're with other family members who have kids and stuff, and it's just so, like, I would feel so much anxiety of, like, I'm gonna lose my kid. But you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. I saw so many people that had, like, kids that are possibly even younger than me. It was so crazy. There's a lot of dads around here just walking around looking like they came out of prison. You know, it's kind of the new norm, or at least. And we were in San Jose. That's a pretty, in my opinion, nice part of the Bay Area. People always talk bad about Oakland or San Francisco or all the others around Richmond, all the other surrounding cities of, oh, it's ghetto. Oh, it's dangerous. Oh, it's what San Jose is supposed to be nice. You know what I mean? So when I see some dude with a child in a stroller and a woman by his side, and he's like pushing through, looking at Christmas trees and shit, and he's got hella neck tattoos, and he looks swole, I just think you're really a big softy. Look at you at Enchant in San Jose with your family, bro. Get those tattoos lasered off. You're not a hard ass, but that's the thing. That's not what it is. It's not about being a hard ass anymore today. It's about it's just style, really. That's all it is. It's just style. So we're gonna look at this skate park, and hopefully there's no fucking rabble-rousing going on, and I could just get my exercise and get the fuck out of here. So I'll give you guys, about 12 minutes? Maybe we'll do another 8 or something. It's gonna get loud. Got some new trucks. Here's the part where I talk about shit that nobody gives a fuck about except for me. Got some new trucks, bruh, for free from my best friend. He was like, yeah, man, I got a new board. The size was, it wasn't up to par, so I had to get new trucks. So he gave me some trucks. He rides a little loose. Woo. He rides a little loose. But he said they're already broken in, and AJ's, I believe, he's probably got 30 pounds on me, 20, 30 pounds. And it's looking pretty safe. It's looking like it's just people here to skate. And that's what's the most important to me. Just gotta make sure nothing fell off here. Because my hardware was coming out not too long ago. My hardware was all fucked up. And, yeah. I re-put it on. I think I put it on pretty tight. So if it fails on me, then it's just the hardware, really. See you later, guys. I'm gonna go have fun. Be right back. Maybe I'll clock back in a little bit.
But not God. That is historical, biblical orthodoxy. And that is what was taught to me as a small boy, and for which I'm very grateful. So that by the time I became a theological student, I knew the answers to the questions. I didn't know what they meant, and I didn't even know why I knew them, but I just knew them. Because somebody somewhere in my past, whose name I don't even know, must have labored hard on Sundays to make it clear to me. Listen, Al. There was a time when Jesus was God, but not man, but there was never a time when he was man and not God. And so I'd be walking around saying, hey, he was God, but not man, but he wasn't man, but not God. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know it was going to be that important. I certainly didn't know I would have to teach it to thousands of people in the hope that they might be able to understand it. Colossians 2:9, for in Christ all the fullness of the deity, says Paul, lives in bodily form. Now the theologians speak of this in very clear terms. When they address this issue, and this is volumes, I'm going to reduce for you. They say, in speaking of the incarnation, that what we have is not subtraction. So actually, subtraction, division, and addition are three key words.
Bro,
used
that
in
was a
theological
workout,
terms.
dude, and
What
I
do we
barely
have
did
in saying
anything.
that a God became man?
I just
Was
rolled
it
around, did a couple
subtraction?
ollies, couple
Answer,
kickflips,
no.
fucked around.
Because in becoming man, he remained God. Every so often in a discussion you will say, someone will say, oh yes, we believe that there was a divine Son who was co-eternal with the Father. That was the Christ, they might call him. Or that was the Son. But when the Christ came, the Jesus of Nazareth Christ, he was not the same one as was eternal with the Father. And they play all these kind of games. And so we need to be able to say, no, in the incarnation, we do not have subtraction. In becoming man, Jesus remained God. Nor do we have division, so that he was split up and mixed up. He did not become
So, went skating. It was pretty family friendly, just a bunch of parents and kids, and then like a couple of older people. And the older people were helping out the younger people. It was all good. And then once everybody left except for this one kid, who kind of reminded me of when I was like a kid his age. We had the same haircut. He was Asian, and he was like just getting into skating. And then this couple comes in. I don't know if they're maybe around my age, maybe a little bit younger. It's kind of hard to tell at these days. And they had alcohol. I'm pretty sure it was alcohol, bro. And this girl was shredding it, dude. It just made me feel so unathletic. Not to be sexist or anything, this girl is just going around shredding it and drinking beer, just having fun. And I'm winded, bro. I'm winded. And I don't know, and then they were playing Linkin Park, and it just kind of made me feel sad. And it made me think about like how I was there for the last time Linkin Park was in the Bay Area. And I don't know, man, it just makes me, I felt small. It was very humbling, very, it's a weird world out there. I don't know what to say, man. And I'm listening to this fucking Jesus radio or whatever the fuck. And I got a good sweat on, which is really what my goals was, but I don't know, I just felt a little discouraged. I know it's not supposed, it's not a competition. You're not supposed to compare yourself to others or anything. And yeah. It just, it made me think, of course, if I spent every day of my life skating and that was like a really big aspect, oh yeah, maybe I'd be hella good or something like that. But I also don't have no injuries or nothing, so I don't know, just priorities. And it just kind of really got me thinking like, fuck, man, what are my priorities? I keep changing my mind. And a couple of months ago, a coworker who I don't really talk to was all like, oh, I heard you're a jack of all trades. I hear you do a lot of things. And I guess sometimes that could be taken as a compliment, but then sometimes it makes me feel like, man, I'm just a white belt at a bunch of different things. But I guess that's kind of what this podcast is also about, just being a fucking white belt. And it's all right. You're just, in everybody's a white belt at something. There we go. It's the best way to put it. There's very few that are black belts at anything. And I fucking wish I was a black belt, bro. I kind of fucking wish I was a black belt at something. But I don't put in the time. I don't put in the blood, sweat, tears, and sacrifice. I don't even think I could be a black belt in podcasting. I'm only 4 years in, it takes like 10 years to really be a black belt at something. So it's really my quest on a non-existent black belt in an art, this subgenre of an art, which we call podcasting. There could be some people that are like really good at skating, some people that are really good at fighting or whatever, but they can't speak a sentence for shit. And sometimes I feel like I still can't speak a sentence for shit. So yeah, I'm just having too much fun. Sometimes I think maybe I'm too focused on trying to have fun rather than like, oh, what is this? You know, like with skateboarding. Today, I took it a little bit as like, man, I am feeling cooped up. I just need to get the fuck out. I need to get out. I need to do something. And I did it. And it was a good feeling. I got some sweat in. I'm about to, I got to probably shower this out and just... I had one meal today, guys. It was beef and broccoli. Maybe I should take some vitamins. That's probably what it was. When I was a kid, my dad always wanted me to take vitamins, and sometimes we'd go out biking. And, like, my dad would just, like, purposely, I think many years later he tells me he would purposely do this. He would just, like, pick up the pace, speed the fuck up, and get me frustrated and struggling to try and keep up with him. And then on the way back home, he'd be like, what happened? Did you not take your vitamins? So every time I fucking feel weak or something, or like didn't do so well, I always be like, well, did I take my vitamins? And I was like, yeah, man, I need some B vitamins in my ass. I mean, it'll eventually get in my ass, right? And yeah, I didn't take any vitamins today. I just did the beef and broccoli, and I just felt like that was enough. But I was looking at the nutrition facts, and I was like, man, is there any B12 in broccoli? What does B12 even look like under a fucking microscope, man? Who called it B12? Does it give you a 12-pack? You eat enough B12, you get a 12-pack, and that's 6 abs on each side, for those of you who don't know. And yeah, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but I've also been feeling like I've been feeling a little lost, like spiritually. I think I have said that, but like, I don't even know if spiritually is the best word to put it, but I am... Whoa, you can't do that. That's illegal. I just did a U-turn. In a no U-turn area. Yeah, man, just feeling kind of lost. Like, and not lost in the sauce. Like, I don't even think I got much sauce to be lost in, you know? I'm lost looking for the sauce. When I get the sauce, I just keep going, man. I just keep going. Skateboarding fucking gets me so tired, man. It's a good cardio, but I feel like it's not the best things for muscles. I'd rather do a couple of laps at the skate park going up and down ramps and fucking running a couple laps. Wearing some fucking shorts and some New Balance or whatever, running Nike free run shoes, whatever, dude. I'd rather wear some fucking Nike SBs. Land a couple kickflip BS's, backside. I'm trying to grind these rails, man. Ain't no rails that I'm grinding. I'm grinding coping on cement. But another successful day. I didn't get any injuries. I didn't hurt nobody. I accidentally had a fucking weapon on me. On accident, had a fucking weapon on me, dog. An illegal weapon on me, dog. I emptied out my pockets. I was like, oh, who put that there? But I don't think people mind. As long as you don't use the weapons on people, you should be good. Dude, your car's a weapon. You know that? Your car could be used as a weapon. You run somebody over or whatever. What a cute dog. What a cute dog that is. Alright, well, I gotta drive. I've got a ways more to drive, so I'll hit y'all later, man. How much time was that? It was about 25 minutes. Who cares? You know, we don't need to make it an hour. This is my podcast. These are my rules. It's not important. It's really not. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. And we're going to get through this day by day. We're going to get through this by helping each other get through it, man. I helped some kid learn ollies today. So yeah, I got to go. All right, I'm back. I parked. I listened back to what I said, like the first half of the podcast where the radio was playing and that guy was talking about Jesus is not a man, but he was once God. And then before that, before you even knew it, a man whose name I didn't. What the fuck kind of shit is that, bro? What kind of baloney are y'all trying to sell? Because that just sounds like some, first of all, he's going way too fast for anybody competent enough to join a cult or a church or a religion like that to follow along. These are psychological tactics. And then he tries to up himself up by saying, oh, this is when I became a student in theory. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to get me, dude. You're just as dumb as me. You're just like me. You're just like me. You're just trying to learn things and you're just being all high up on your high horse, having a fucking ego about it. That's what I got to say about that. Because I don't even listen to that shit. I don't want people to think I'm going crazy and I'm becoming a man of God and I'm doing stuff for the church and the community. I mean, I am doing stuff for the community. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, maybe it's for the church. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but you're not getting me. You're not brainwashing me and you're not fucking my wife. I know that. You're not coming into my house and fucking my wife because God said so. I'm shooting you in the fucking head. You try to do some stuff like that. Fuck off. And I think I'm going to title this episode Feeling Lost, and if I were to ever get somebody who's like, oh, you're lost, come to my class. And I come into their class and they fucking try to the only way for you to really figure out who you are is, if you let me put my finger in your ass. I don't even know where to start. Whatever happens, I never really have too many people say they want to put a finger in my ass. I don't think I've ever had anybody come up to me in a real real life situation hey, I want to put my finger in your ass. In a room, I'm going to break your fucking finger and put it up your own ass, bitch. I'm going to try. You're going to have to kill me. You want to put a finger in my ass, bro. I'm not finding no fucking God. Oh, this is how we take the temperature of your relationship with God. We put a finger in it. Fuck you. Get a thermometer, dude. Really? The high and mighty all God wants you to put your finger in my ass? Really? Really now? You delusional bitch. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off, man.
the way